more I see you, the more I want you. Somehow this feeling just grows and grows. With every sigh, I become more mad about you, and more lost without you, and so it goes. Can you imagine how much I love you? The more I see you as years go by, well, I know the only one for me can only be you. My heart won't free you, and my arms won't try. Thank you. You know, Sandy and I were doing the soaps at the same time. She was on All My Children, and I was on Ryan's Soap. And we couldn't leave the apartment without being inundated with people wanting to know what was going to happen on the show, who was going to get married, who was going to, all that stuff. And we had two little tots. One of them's right over here, all grown up. And so we decided we would get away for a weekend to a place where they probably wouldn't watch the soaps, the Catskills. So we got to registration okay. We got to our rooms without incident. But the big test lay ahead, the dreaded dining room, 1,000 people. Got to our table, I started on my salad, and I felt a tap on my shoulder. I said to myself, now it begins. I turned around, there was this sweet little lady with a camera in her hand. She said, would you mind? And I said, of course not. And with that, she pointed to the table next to us, and she said, try to get us all in. People used to love to hear her laugh and to see her smile. Well, that's how she got her name. Since that sad affair, she's lost her smile and she's changed her style. Somehow she's not the same. When Sunny gets blue, her eyes get gray and cloudy. Then the rain begins to fall. Pitter patter, pitter patter. Love is gone, so what can matter? No sweet lover man comes to call. Thank you. When Sandy and I immigrated from Los Angeles to New York, I was doing, I got a television spokesman job on Ronzoni spaghetti sauce. Now, at the same time, we were invited to a very posh party at the Dakota. I mean, it was loaded with celebrities. Cary Grant was on our left, Johnny Carson was on our right. I was the only person there I'd never heard of. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a lady making a mad dash for our part of the room. Sandy and I beat a retreat. We didn't want to be in the line of fire, but the lady ended up about 6 inches from my nose, and in a voice loud enough to shatter glass, she screamed out, "Oh my God, it's the Ronzoni man!" And I swear I heard Cary Grant to my right saying, "I love Ronzoni. I love it. It's delicious." If there's a gleam in her eye each time she straightens your tie, that means the lady's in love with you. And if she's dressed for a date with all that waiting you hate, that means the lady's in love with you. And when some friends ask you over to join the table, and she picks that faraway booth for two. Well, sir, here's just how it stands. You've got romance on your hands because the lady's in love with you. I was the original professor on Gilligans Island. Now, it's true. I did the pilot on the island of Kauai, and when the geniuses at CBS saw the finished product, they determined that I looked too young to play the professor. So I was replaced. I mean, no big deal. I got over it. Come on, 2, 3 years tops. But it's curious. Every time I see a particularly poignant episode of Gilligan's Island, a wee tear will form in the corner of me eye, and I'll think to myself, what if one desolate crew, lost and vegetarian, the Howells, Ginger, and Marianne, this nearly was mine. I felt like a star. Bob Denver was by my side. Jim Backus would give me 5. This nearly was mine. Well, I thought I did so well. They told me I was swell. Then came that call from hell that said, it's over. That's life, that's what people say. Riding high in April, shot down in May. I know I'm gonna change that tune when I'm back again in June. I said that's life, funny as it seems. Some people get their kicks of stomping on dreams, but I don't let it get me down. 'Cause this old world keeps spinning around. I had a role in a Howard Hawks movie called Redline 7000. And Mr. Hawks apparently liked me well enough to offer me a role in his next movie, which was El Dorado with John Wayne and Robert Mitchum. I was to play the part of a Mexican bandito. Vicious, expert horseman. I'd never been on a horse. I had a lot of free time on my hands. I was icing my behind from all my horse lessons. And I came up with some lyrics. And I gave it to Mr. Hawks, who liked it and gave it to Nelson Riddle, who was scoring the movie. And by Ginger, I got myself a title song of a major motion picture. El Dorado. Through sunshine and shadow, darkness till noon, over mountains that reach from the sky to the moon, a man with a dream that will never let go keeps searching to find El Dorado. So ride, boldly ride, to the end of the rainbow. Ride, boldly ride, till you find El Dorado. Thank you. No complaints, no regrets. I still believe in chasing dreams, placing bets, but I have learned that all you give is all you get, so you give it all you got. Oh, I've had my share, I drank my fill, and even though I'm satisfied, I'm hungry still to see what's down another road beyond that hill do it all again. So here's to life and all the joy it brings. Here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams.